chief opposition since 2013.
Yes, I want to say that there are many things Raila Odinga fought for. You know, beginning with the 2010 Constitution. You know, after the 2007 elections, it was clear that Kenya could no longer hold together with the old Constitution. And therefore, when they formed a coalition government then, the new Constitution was achieved in 2010, and he ran for president in 2013. 2017, you remember, the court declared that he had won the election. And say that we repeat the presidential election. Of course, that didn't happen. And one of the latest things he fought for was for the compensation of the Gen Zs or anybody who was killed during his maandamanos. And later on, when he joined the broad-based government, the Gen Zs continued, fighting, and quite a number were killed. Although in government you could see his efforts to make sure that something is done to compensate these families and to make sure that their lives go on. And therefore, I want to say that he's been a fighter of human rights for a long time. A lot of, even during the days of Moi, a lot of people will get arrested. Towards the election time. And I remember one time, he was a minister in Kanu's government, and some young people had been arrested in Kibra constituency and charged, with a murder even which never existed. And they had also other trumped-up charges in several places. And he sent me to go and represent them. And he was keen to follow and even make phone calls and find out what has happened in court, and even made sure that bond was raised for these particular activists who were fighting for change. So he's been a man of change, and I believe change, he has achieved a lot, first of all, for Kenya. And change is going to go on. He's been the father of opposition. Opposition is going to go on, because you see, a government in power must be checked. If you don't check a government in power, a lot is likely to go wrong. The people's taxes are likely to be wasted. There's a need to have strong opposition in the country. And that's why we are, still in the opposition as Wiper party, which was part of the Azimio coalition. And we have been joined by other teams who are bigger. And we are making sure that the government is checked in every step. And even his good friend, His Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka, who has been his running mate in 2013, running mate in 2017, and the last election, he supported the team because Mother Karua became the running mate, but he supported the team, and from our region, the votes of Raila Odinga were many. We all sought votes for him. And although he's away, he has traveled outside the country. He has sent a very strong message of condolences, which goes into details of what the two of them have been together. I am aware they were in communication. Quite often they will compare notes, and therefore the struggle continues. While on the other side of the broad-based government, they set up a team to look into the compensation. We had earlier on also set a team of commissioners, the People's Restorative Justice, headed by Justin Muturi, the former Attorney General and the former Speaker of the Assembly and the former Cabinet Secretary. I'm one of the commissioners in that team. And one of the things we've been doing is to identify all these families, because some are unidentified. The victims of kidnappings and the victims who died, so that eventually they could get compensated. Or at least justice on their part, must be found. And for justice to be found, then the people who did the killings have to be brought to book. And we've been following them. So the spirit of Raila Odinga lives on with many, many people wanting change, wanting human rights respected, wanting the constitution followed, and wanting free and fair elections. And finally, one of the things he was urging